Hey gamers, this is a video about Slippi Ranked. If you're watching this, you've probably played Ranked Melee, but if you haven't, it's probably one of the hardest, if not the single hardest ranked ladder in gaming. In 2022, December, Fizzy blessed us with a real proper ranked ladder, rollback netcode, all that good stuff. Way better than Anthers, if any of you remember playing that shit in the before times. And I just wanted to make this video to showcase, I guess, what games at each rank look like and the sort of skills that I see players have and not have at each point of the kind of progression from all the way from Bronze to Grandmaster. I myself played Melee quite a bit back before UCF and all that. Took a break in I don't know, 2016 maybe, and I didn't really go to tournaments, didn't do my locals, didn't play with anyone except for IRL friends casually. So when I came back in 2020, maybe 2021, when Slippi became a big deal, I was pretty bad. And when rank dropped, I assumed, in most games I play, I get to the top, just whatever the highest rank is, as long as it's reasonable. I mean, I don't play Valorant, but I probably wouldn't be going for Radiant if I did. But in Overwatch, bottom of GM, Paladins, same thing, getting GM, just kind of first season I tried, and it's not to flex, it's just I usually like to do good at the games that I play, and I do all the theory and practice tech skill, aim trainers, all that stuff. I thought, I'll probably be Diamond, Master, whatever, and then Melee ranked. And sure enough, my first season, I could not really get out of Platinum, and it was pretty demoralizing. I hit the lab, this was 2022, I guess probably super early 2023, I really started labbing seriously and trying to grind, and I managed to climb out of the depths all the way to now, season finishes in Grandmaster, so I've seen, most of the game. Can't really speak for the super low ranks, though I did D-rank a master account to Bronze and smurf a whole bunch to get footage and see what's going on and stuff. But yeah, this video is just going to be a showcase of games at each rank. I'll just show a random game. I'm not going to cherry pick a super good one, I'm just going to grab anything that I have. I deleted all of my Slippi files a while ago. I just had horrible hard drive management, SSD management. My storage was terrible, awful. So I deleted 40-something thousand Slippi files, so this is just random stuff that I had lying around. Also, while the game plays, I will go through kinda what I see in the rank and a guide, little quick guide on how to climb out of that rank. Disclaimer, I'm a Ganon main. I know, it's a curse. I don't know how to explain the lust to play this fucking character, but I can't help it. I also play Fox, though. I don't really know which one of my characters is better at this point. I picked up Ganon kind of as a meme to take ranked less seriously and have more fun with Melee, and then I just got good with Ganon. Ganon was my climbing character, the character I broke through all my plateaus with. I can't explain it, but I will try to mix in Fox and Ganon footage for this video, because I know Fox is probably a lot more applicable than fucking Ganondorf, so yeah, don't worry. But I don't know, it'll probably be half and half, I guess we'll see. Actually, maybe it'll be mostly Ganon. I probably don't have that many Fox files right now. Anyway, I'm gonna start by going through the super general, universal ranked tips that are just gonna help life. The first one is, if you have ladder anxiety at all, you're worried about your rating going up or down or whatever, maybe you're scared of D-ranking or something, just play with an alt. If you play on 2 accounts and you only play on the lowest rated account, you always keep your peak. It's a pretty common strategy across ranked systems generally. I know that in World of Warcraft, for example, this is where I started doing it. If you want to push for rank 1s, it's kind of brutal if you're just on one character. So usually what you would do is you and your friends, like your team, you would all have like 5 rogues or whatever in my case, and you just kind of like rip each one and you leapfrog them, and eventually you get a pretty lucky run. You have a good day queuing and you lock in the rating to get your rank 1 or whatever. Doing it on one account is kind of fucked, so in Melee I recommend it. It's pretty useful. It helped me for sure. Definitely makes it easier because you literally delete all of your ladder anxiety instantly. It's pretty nice. Other tip is please make sure that you're looking at the opponent's character and not your own character when you're playing the game. I don't know why, but when I came back initially, I looked at my own character only, pretty much. It's pretty bad. You can see in this podcast clip, Plup light up. His face is joyous. He is having a good time giggling at the idea of the caller suggesting that a player might look at their own character rather than the opponent's. It's fucking stupid to look at your own character when you're playing the game. Don't do it. I did it for way too long. I think I just liked to watch myself schmoove. Yeah, big mistake. So those are the 2 kind of universal tips. Anyway, here's bronze. Bronze covers any rating below 1055, and in this rank, from what I've seen so far, I haven't seen a lot of it, but it looks like it is genuinely for new players. Everybody in here looks pretty inexperienced with Melee. You can tell that they don't have enough reps in to like know how their character moves and how the engine works. And this is also the easiest rank to climb out of by far, because the only things that you need to get out of it are things that are like, when you do them right, you know, and when you do them wrong, you know. The game tells you. It's very obvious, very explicit, all in your face. You don't really have to deal with figuring out nebulous concepts and doing VOD review to see those nebulous concepts in action and all that stuff. All you need to get out of bronze, if you want, is just learn basic movement and tech skill. So wave dash, dash dance, L cancel, short hop, fast fall, aerials, different aerial timings, probably, maybe. I don't even think you need that actually. And knowing how to tech is nice. But that's really it. Once you know how your character moves and you know how the engine works, you will not be bronze anymore. I actually don't even know if I have any bronze footage to show. Maybe I do, maybe it's in the background right now. For each rank I'm just going to show a random game with the rating of the opponent so you can get an idea. If you're watching this and you know that one of these is you, sorry if I picked a shit showing of your skill. I was probably high in the set we played. It's okay. But yeah, moving on to silver. Silver covers the rating range from 1055 to 1435. Gold starts at 1436. And in this rank, people kind of move like they have an idea of how their character works. They're a little bit less clunky and awkward. They're still not smooth. There's a lot of slop generally. There aren't really edge guards. There aren't really combos. And there's a lot of like downtime between movements. This is the rank. I see a lot of Marths in here, a lot of Falcos. They like to do like roll F smash still on Falco. Marths like to just kind of F smash at like 30%, even though you don't get a whole lot out of it. It's because they just aren't there yet with the combos and punish flow charts and stuff like that, which is fine. Kind of makes sense. But if you want to get out of this rank, just learn kill confirms, like a few for your character. So if you're Marth, maybe learn like, I don't know, like Ken combo or something. If you're Falco, just learn like shine and then down air them off stage if they DI off stage or something. Learn basic edge guards, so like if you're Falco, maybe learn to like refresh invincibility on the ledge, do rising down air, stuff like that. Kind of think about how to move the opponent off the stage, probably. That's pretty useful. And work on like high consistency damage building combos, like just basic stuff like Fox, up throw, up smash. You don't have to go super crazy with it, but it'll be nice if you can get like 30 or 40% off a grab, and then just keep working on movement and speed. But yeah, now we're on to gold. Gold covers the rating range from 1,436 to 1,752, and people are starting to get better at this point. Some of them can hit hard, some of them can fucking move like crazy. I played this gold fox. I have no idea like what kind of player archetype this is, where they came from. Like this, it was insane. It was like 700 APM, like crazy edge cancels, like Charlie walking and shit. But his neutral and punish game were horrible. But like this guy was moving like as well as I could. So in gold, you're gonna see a whole bunch of wild variation. You'll probably see F Smash Simulator Marths, Peaches who just stare at a blender and go, holy fuck, I want to go do that in Melee. But then you'll also get people who move like crazy and just like don't hit that hard, I guess. But if you want to climb out of gold, my advice starts at probably start getting more out of your combos. So, you know, maybe don't F smash them like at 50% if you're Marth. Maybe start trying to get some more out of it. You know, if Ossify gets a grab at 50, you're getting juggled for like 6 hours before he kills you. You don't have to get that good, but try to do more than just the like mid% F smash or something. You can also start improving some character specific movement, and probably in gold is the point at which I would suggest you start uncle punching your punish game. Kind of come up with a punish flowchart for certain things. You might even start learning matchups at this point, like I don't know, like the weird shit, Fox Samus. You know, if you're getting fucked over by up B out of shield, that's a you problem, and you can fix that. Pipsqueak's got that big ass guide on it. Got a whole bunch of resources. Also in gold, I would suggest you start thinking about stage position. If you're fighting a Ganon as Falco, for the love of God, stop spamming lasers in the corner. You might think that it's like useful or something, but if you're in the corner, like what are you gonna get? Like 20% off of lasers max if they're not good at power shielding, and you know in gold they're probably not, but if you get forward aired once in the corner, like what the fuck are you doing? You're just dead. And also probably start playing your character, like actually playing your character. Use everything that they have in their kit. There are a lot of Marths who have no idea how neutral air works, a lot of Foxes who don't know what forward air is. You can get a lot out of that stuff. Maybe you work on your movement a little more. You can start shield stopping. You can start doing like reverse weak hit aerials in your punish. Practice on Uncle Punch, stuff like that. But yeah, TLDR, get more into combos, Uncle Punch, punish flowcharts, pay attention to stage position, improve character specific movement to set up for certain punished things, and just start playing the character the way that you can. Like, be aware of what your character can do. We're in Platinum. Platinum is where I'd say people kind of understand Melee. This is like where you can find actually pretty nasty players. There's some demons in Platinum. Notably, SquidTheCat. Holy shit, SquidTheCat is diamond. Well, see, that makes a lot more sense. But you can see, look at this. Guy was finishing at Plat 2 for like more than a year. And like that's scary. If you know what this, like, look, I'll just put it on screen. Look at this shit. Do you think this looks like a Platinum player to you? In a game? Like, what the fuck is this? This is scary. And this is just the beginning. 20,000 lions? I don't know who the fuck that is, but I dropped a set to him in Grandmaster. You know how many points I lost? You know who else dropped a set to him? Shroomed. Fucking Dewan lost to a Plat player. I don't understand this shit at all. I know that when I was in Platinum, I was not beating Dewan. But here we are. I guess this is what 2024 Melee is. But yeah, Silent Wolf was also here. Why is Silent Wolf in Platinum? He's probably playing early, but... Oh, you know who else is here, actually? I gotta rant about this, too. Fuck. Wizrobe. Wizzy's fucking Falcon queues at the very end of the season, And you'll run into him when he's like plat 2, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm about to lose like 80 points. Nice, sick. Yeah, anyway, I have PTSD from here. To climb out of here, this is where we start getting into like real melee stuff, because at this point you're probably good. Like, I'm guessing if you're mid-high plat, you know the game of melee. There's a really, really good video by Traplord about the speed over quality idea, and it's very useful, like extremely useful. Internalize this idea. The idea is basically, don't worry about doing the super optimal thing every time in any given interaction. Rather, focus on doing a good option as fast as possible. Specifically, the benefit of the speed is that you get to decide later on, which is going to make it just better. This speed over quality thing is why none looks like none. It's why your favorite melee player is your favorite melee player, unless it's H-Box. And though he also does it, I mean, every good player does it. There are a lot of points in the Traplord video that are really good. I'm not going to copy paste it all here. You can watch it, I'll link it. But yeah, this, if you really internalize this, this will get you out of platinum. The reason why I saved it for platinum is because I think you probably need to like be pretty good at the game to be able to like super implement this. Though I don't really know, actually, because I've never tried to implement it when I wasn't already like kind of okay. But yeah, also optimize your punish flowchart and get more out of your openings. Getting more out of openings is a big deal. Winning neutral in Fox means a lot less if it's a stray nair than if it's a shine knockdown and you can crouch tech chase. Like, those are two different things completely. Think about how you win neutral. If you want to get out of platinum, you can start winning neutral in a particular way that's going to lead to the most damage, best chance of a kill, etc. But yeah, big things for this point are internalize speed over quality, work on the punish flowchart, and specifically work on like getting the best punish for your neutral win. Alright, I'm coming in here in post. I was high when I recorded all the audio, and I did it in one take, so I forgot to mention something. Probably should have said this for gold, but it is very important if you're in platinum and you don't do this. When you get a hit, knockdown, just like a hit with hit lag, and you expect them to be going like kind of to the side and land or something, you should be like fucking blasting off ASAP when you get that hit. Don't like hit, wait, and then go. If you watch like good players, you know, when they get the shine knockdown in Fox Ditto or Falco, like any character that gets knocked down by shine, instantly they are like dashing over, wave dashing to like land on where they're going to land, and then like they're reacting to are they doing like tech in place, tech away, and then you have to, then you get into the shitty stuff like dash back out of crouch can fuck itself. But yeah, it's pretty important to just like move to where they are. Another point is when you get like an opening or a chance to get something going, just send something, like always. I should have said this for gold because I feel like every plat player is already doing this, but if you like get a hit and you don't want to tech chase, or you don't want to like try to react or anything crazy, just like read something. Like, always cover something. You never want to just like throw out a hit and just like sit there. You'd want to be zooming, doing something. Like if you're Ganon, you get that forward air. Sometimes you can kind of tech chase, but like just pick something, like fucking wave dash at them and like charge down smash on where they're landing. Something, just get something out there. It'll take you far. Plat players probably already do this. Sorry, when we get into diamond, that is when we're gonna bust out some real good shit, some for the monsters type stuff. But yeah, hopefully this is still helpful. I don't really know if I'm doing a good job. I don't know if this is worth anything. Hopefully it is. Yeah. Oh, you know what I still need to add for platinum? This is when you should start actually playing neutral. And what I mean by that is, so super simplified way to think about it is when is your character in advantage state, when is their character in advantage state, and like how do you interact efficiently when you are in an advantaged position, how do you avoid interacting when you're not, and how do you change that position from disadvantage to advantage. Example, don't spam full hop against Falcon if you're Fox, you're gonna get up aired and killed. Yeah. Alright, so now we're in Diamond. To get to Master, I'm going to try to keep this simple and like short-ish. There are two big things. One of them is neutral game, one of them is punish game. I'm going to start with punish game because it's easier. I think a lot of people have a really bad punish game. I also think that my punish game is very bad a lot of the time. This is a big thing in terms of like what separates top players from the rest of us. So I've linked Pipsqueak's tech chase video in the description. In Diamond, if you want to get to Master, learn the tech animations for every single character that you're worried about fighting. Also, I'm probably going to mention this later, but you're probably good enough that you can pick up secondaries pretty effectively. If you are getting farmed by Donkey Kongs on Fox or Falco, you can learn Sheik, whatever. But yeah, you're going to want to learn all of the tech rolls. So you're reacting to the like first, or maybe second, but first or second reactable frame of any given tech option, with the exception of Sheik, fuck Sheik. But yeah, this is gonna level you up like crazy. You will kill off of random knockdowns out of nowhere. It's amazing. It's such an incredible skill. Learn how to tech chase. Every top player tech chases incredibly well. So if you want to get to Master, which is when you're like bordering that kind of status, definitely learn this. You need it. If you're Marth, you need to learn forward throw tech chase. If you're Fox, you need to learn tech chasing on both Spacies, Marth, Sheik, especially on platforms against Marth and Sheik. All this stuff is insanely important. Also, keep in mind, if you're playing like a Fox Ditto and you're thinking about the matchup, if you can tech chase and your opponent can't, that matchup is not 50-50. It's like 70-30 because your neutral air is a kill at 50 or 60% because it knocks down, you get a grab and they die. If they can't do that to you, your neutral air is so much better than theirs, your kit is better than theirs. Reaction tech chasing is going to enable so much of your kit. The other thing is, this is the rank at which point I would say like really master the movement of your character. I'm going to play a clip right now. This is a Fox clip that I got right before like recording this audio while I'm editing this video. You can see I get, ignore the shine turnaround back air from ledge. I know it's sus. I did it. Like, keep in mind, this happens after I do like perfect edge dash a whole bunch. But anyway, so I get it, and I go for up air expecting either no tech or like I can just kind of land and shine tech in place. I can tech chase, tech away. And it covers like, I'm fine here as long as I'm fast enough. But anyway, so I get the up air, and I do, like I find checkmate here with a kind of like reverse forward air edge cancel wave land. I reaction tech chase on the platform with up tilt. If he DIs in or up, he dies. If he DIs out, he also dies, which in this case he DIs out, which is what I would have done if I was Falco here, and he dies to shine turnaround back air. These moments are moments that you need to be able to make happen if you want to be able to kill like master G/GM players consistently off of like random shit, and it's really important to be able to do this. So get your SquidTheCat movement down, get your reaction tech chasing down, watch the Pipsqueak video, and now we're on to the neutral game stuff. This is where you really need the condition options. So in this clip, again, you can see I'm Fox, I'm fighting a Marth. This Marth, also like one of my main training partners anyway. So this Marth, he gets drill shined at the ledge, and he does immediate double jump side B. Maybe hoping to catch me or something with side B. Anyway, he gets shined for it and dies. So I keep track. Okay, he died for that. He's probably not going to do the same thing next time that happens. And sure enough, it happens next stock. So what do? I go super deep, expecting like a late up B from kind of deep, and get like this shine gimp next. So this kind of thing with the conditioning, and like you create a kind of like probability of responses in your head from like working your opponent down, and then you basically cover like the most likely given what's happened so far. And I know that this is probably like basic neutral. I know there are a lot of plat players who know this and do this, but actually like optimizing scenarios where you can do this is a huge deal, and it's why like you'll see Mango just 0 to death super top players all the time off of nothing. It's because he gets like 4 movement reads and 5 million recovery reads in the combo. This is also the rank where I would start labbing specific mix-ups, like kind of the deep high level stuff. For example, in Fox versus Marth, if you drill Marth and you're fighting a good Marth, they're going to try to SDI through and shield grab you, or SDI away and shield grab you. If you're getting hit by this, your down air becomes a mix-up, and you have to know how to play around that. So practicing little things like that is big. Basic neutral approach options become a little bit more complex at this point. It isn't like as simple as like, oh, I'll do a slight fade back drill in place maybe twice, and then Falcon will be like, fuck yeah, I'm going in, and then I do like a fast like approaching drill or something, because you might get like SDI through, grabbed, and just die. So be aware of that stuff. This is the rank where I would definitely recommend learning like some of the more kind of like technical movement things for like neutral. If you're Falcon, you should be able to do like frame 1 or frame 2 up air from short hop. Same with Fox. You should honestly, like, unironically, it sounds like I'm trolling, but you should practice like up air tech chasing with Fox. It's going to help your execution a lot, and when you can have like this really gnarly movement stuff be just kind of like built in, you're going to do a lot better in the kind of clutch, like game 3 last stock moments where you're kind of like defaulting on borderline autopilot. Like your mental stack is kind of, it's a little cucked. You're not really going to be doing some crazy calculations at this point. And obviously if you're Marth yourself, you need to start thinking about like, what can I lab that maybe isn't labbed? Because here's the thing, not a lot of Marths are SDIing through Fox down air on reaction, but you, in my opinion, I think you can learn it. I think it's pretty reasonable, and also because it's like new, you will cook with that. Like if you get a free grab off of getting drilled even once in a set, that's enough to make that worth it, in my opinion. That this rank in Diamond, you gotta lab the really, really specific shit. Now we're in Master. This is a 2,192 rating and beyond. This rank is pretty hard, pretty hardcore. There's some good people here. There are like PR players here, and I'll just go into my advice for getting out of this rank. Like if you want to get to Grandmaster, which for me I would consider, like, you know, you want the season finish. You don't want to just hit it early on in the season and like lose it by the end of it. Like if you want to get to the GM threshold, which is usually like last season it was like 2350. I know my account got it at like barely over Master 3. Usually it's like, well, not usually, I mean season 1 when there were more people it was 2400. Now that it's free, I would guess it'll probably be around 2400 this season. Anyway, if you want to get there, I would probably start with leapfrogging accounts. Like if you're 2200 and you only need 200 points, if you run 5 alts, one of those fuckers is going to get a good run one day and you'll be fine. Other advice, you can, at this rank, like if you're here, you're good. So like say you play Fox, well, there's a way that you can cheese Marth if you're willing to pick up a secondary. If you watch Zion's stream, this is his classic. You pick Fox, you beat the Marth at some point, hopefully, and you don't ban FD. They pick FD, you pick Ices, and you eat their ass. This is the rank where you can start fucking around with different characters if you think it'll be useful. I guess probably Ices as a secondary for Fox is like the strongest that I can think of, just because you deal with Marth so well, and Martha's like pretty good online, so it's nice to have ices for that. If you play Puff, you probably want a Fox to deal with the Puff Ditto. I mean, Fox does very well against Puff, so it's pretty nice. And actually, like, pretty much every Puff I play now has a secondary Fox, and they usually will bust out the Fox if I beat the Puff, or like if I'm playing Ganon. Sometimes Puffs don't like fighting Ganon, so they'll bring out the Fox, because super aggro rushdown Fox fucking destroys low tiers. Anyway, next point would be just start queuing more intelligently. Probably don't tilt, don't queue and tilted, don't spam queue. If you have alt accounts, it doesn't even matter anyway. Like, if you're feeling a bad day, just fuck it. But the big thing, and this is an idea that it goes a long way. It's pretty advanced, which is why I held off on it. It's kind of nebulous too, but there's this whole thing of like getting a higher refresh rate, as Toph calls it. I'll also link this video by Toph. It's a great video, and Toph is a very good player. He's actually a good representative of this tier. But basically the idea is you want to be able to make your decisions in any given moment at like the latest possible time. I mentioned this earlier, it comes up in Traplord's video, but something that you can do is you cannot just like keep that in mind as a mindset thing at that level. You can also start identifying concrete moments and interactions in particular matchups where you actually have a lot more time than you think to make a decision. So for example, if you're Falco on the top platform against Peach on Battlefield, well, you win, but also you don't have to worry about like an attack really from Peach if you're dropping through the platform, at least immediately. Like, that's just not a thing. Like, Peach is never gonna try to jump up to the top platform to like swat at you, because the risk reward is just fucked. So you can kind of like keep a note of that particular interaction as like, oh, this is an interaction where like it's pretty safe for me to take my time and pick whenever I want. Something else that I would really pay attention to in Master that helped me, and it still to this day is, I think, a big part of my success, at least with like neutral. You should definitely like try to win neutral in ways that has set long value rather than interaction long value. So for example, you're Fox or Falco and you're shield pressuring someone. You can like double shine grab their shield if you want. That's fine. You can probably get that pretty consistently. It's good. It can lead to good stuff. But if you just do kind of like sloppy-ish pressure, or like theoretically unoptimal pressure, think like Westball shining with Falco. If I'm Fox, I like to do like mixing up like double shine into like drill, and maybe I try to fade like through them. Maybe I fade a little bit back. Just like a whole bunch of gnarly stuff with like aerials, multi-shines. You see what they do, well now you have set long value that can later on translate into a big read in like a clutch moment. And this also helps your mental, because like I know that for me at least, if I'm like going game 3 last stock with someone, but I've like done this the whole set so far, I'm thinking in my head like, oh, they're fucked. Like they don't know that I'm about to cook, because I've had this in the oven all day. It's over, and I get like a big read, and it feels great. And if I lose, I'm like, well, I guess I should have just like won neutral one more time and I would have been fine. So this is a big deal. It's going to be really nice. Also, start watching top players. Anyone who says that you shouldn't watch top players is crazy, especially if you're this good. Like at this point, it's fine. What I would do is like look at particular interactions, really specific stuff, like when in Cody Sensei, at Fox Ditto, like how are they getting kills, like where are they coming from, how are they getting knockdowns, at what part of the stage does a knockdown translate to a kill, all of this stuff. Going from Master to GM is fucking hard, let me tell you. It is quite the ride, especially if you want the season finish. But yeah, my big advice is kind of like change up neutral to be more long-term than short-term. You can cheese secondaries if you want to, VOD review, and consciously try to improve your refresh rate. Just get faster at everything. it's gonna be amazing. Will work wonders. Yeah. Now into GM, which is top 300 globally. There's also like a region thing, so you don't have to be like, you know, super high rated if your region doesn't facilitate getting a rating that high. I don't really know what the like top of region amount is, so I don't actually know how many GMs there are, but anyway, you do have to be in the master range. If you're North America, typically it's like a high, it's like above master 3 to like around 2400 as the cutoff by the end of the season. And if you want to climb out of here to like super GM status, like 26, 2700, 3000, fuck, man, I don't know. I'm not the guy for that. GM has like a chasm of skill. Like, yeah, everybody in here is very good at the game and they understand the game, but I'm sure Mango would play these people and be like, how are they so stupid? How do they make such bad decisions? How are they so slow? And it kind of is like that. Like on the low end of the spectrum, you got, you know, the 2400s, and then at the high end, you have fucking Zion, who got rank 1. Like, look at this win-loss. What the fuck is this? On like 3100, yeah, it's crazy. Cody, 506 as a win-loss on like 3100 as well, season 1. Like, yeah, I don't know how to get there, dude. I couldn't tell you. Though maybe, I guess, like, if I had to suggest something, it'd be like, you could, I guess, actually, alright, here's a strat. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I abused this. You can Q snipe people. So what you can do is you just keep a list of like who you play, who you do well against, and if you notice that like queuing at 3-4 a.m. you run into like the same guy on a pretty regular basis, you know, and you beat him like over and over again, or at least you have like maybe an 80% win rate, and he's like pretty high rated. What you can do is you can like open his Slippi page at night, refresh it, and when you see that it updates, when you see that the set count increases, queue into him, snipe him, log off for the night, rinse, repeat, and eventually you're cheesing points until you're like at least 200 above where you deserve to be. I did this, and I got pretty high. This strat is pretty neat, and it's facilitated by the next strategy to climb from like low GM to mid-high GM, which is be unemployed. If you don't have a job, you can play a lot more. Like, look at the set count. Do you think this guy has a job? Fuck no, he doesn't have a job. How you can't play this many melee sets if you have a job? You think he's getting rank 1 on that? Well, he might get rank 1, but he's not playing this much with a job, dude. Like, it's not a thing. Jaichu, ultimate ranked grinder. Do you think this guy has a job? Maybe. If he did, I'd be very surprised. But to me, there's no fucking way he does. But yeah, that's the Slippi ranked ladder. We've gone all the way from bronze to now Grandmaster. I don't even know if I have enough Slippi files to fill out this video with footage. If I don't, I might just put up other people's shit. Shout out to Abe, my favorite player to watch, period, in the game. He makes Ganon look so sexy. He's the reason I picked up Ganon in the first place. Love you, Abe. You do great things. Shout out to Traplord for the best tutorials ever. The tech skill one is fantastic, especially if you're a new player. It even helped my wave dash timings on Ganon, because like they're kind of sussy because his jump squat is all weird. And shout out Toph. The random discussion videos just like have gems of melee knowledge and like good meta stuff. It's useful. Thanks Fizzy for making this in the first place. Truly amazing. Really swag. Really cool. Big Chungus, Pickle Rick, and yeah, that's kind of where we're gonna end this. Free hacks money. Should be allowed to play. I don't give a fuck about anything except that I'm horny for some good fox. I want to see some fast fox. And yeah, that's it. Peace.